Okay, good morning folks. Looks like a beautiful day. Today's little video is going to be about getting power from this butte, which is now in the shed away from the roundhouse, and we're going to get power from there, and I'll show you how we're going to do it. To here, just having a bit of a bonfire, getting rid of some rubbish. Yeah, and we want to get it, well, we're going to put it through here. So the idea is, let me show you very quickly, is we're going to use this external plug, and we're going to come into it from the bottom, through the wall, and into a double socket. And we're going to put a double socket roughly about here. So that's the general idea today. I'm going to show you how I'm going to wire it, and we're going to use an extension lead which we bought many years ago, and we used it in France, and it's a 40-meter cable. Well, I thought, we're not going to throw it away. I've got an adapter plug, I'll show you that fits in there, because there are 4 of them. So I bought this morning. I had one here. Where is he? Oh, I had him here a minute ago, and I was going to use him, but this one here. So I was going to use this one, but I think the earth on the inside has gone, so I didn't bother. So I thought I'm not taking any chances. I bought that. So we're going to use this, which is then connected to this, which is going to come off, and we're going to wire it through into this, through into that. I'll show you as we're going along. That's where we're up to so far, and I'll bring you along as I start wiring. The first thing we're going to wire up is this external socket. As you can see it's an old one. Rescued it, and I've undone the 4 screws, and then what we've got inside is this. So I'm going to show you this now. So this should come out. Let's pull this out. This is the old wiring. And there we go. So it's quite straightforward actually, if you look at it. So you've got an earth going to the main socket, this is your main socket here. And then you've got a live and a neutral coming from the switch. So your power lead coming in, don't worry about the earth, your power lead coming in will go to the right hand side of your switch. It'll tell you there's a live and a neutral. So you'll do that, and then you've got 2 more wires that loop from your switch, live and then neutral, that pops across to your live and neutral, making your plug live. So your switch will be live, and then when you put it on, then your socket becomes live. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to remove these and this cable and replace it with another cable coming in, which will come from the extension lead. So we'll do that first, all right? Okay, so find yourself a suitable screwdriver. This is a little bit on the big side, but it does fit okay. And we're going to undo the live and the neutral on the switch like that, and then these should just pop out like so. And then we'll flip it round, and if I can, no, it's not going to fit in there. I've got a smaller one, I'll go and fetch it. Okay, you can see him there. And that's that. So we know now that we got a live and so your live and your neutral. I don't know if you can see that, if I can come closer. There we go. Can I zoom now? Can I? Trying to get that in focus for you. Anyway, yep. Live and neutral. So once we've got that out of the way, now what we've got to do is got to cut this cable. Just go a bit short. There we go. So we need a long earth, and then 2 relatively long live and neutral. So I'm going to make this a little bit longer, so I'll recut it. So what I do is just get a knife, and I just gently score the cable. Just score it, don't go through, and then you can bend it. And as you bend it, it'll split the outer core without damaging the inner cores, because you don't want to do that, okay? And eventually it'll go. Just squeeze it, there we go. Just score it, and then we should be done, and that's it. And that's it, done. This is already done anyway, it was easy. So then we're going to fit the earth into the socket. Now remember, before you do it, you're going to have to go through your casing first. All right, So we're doing that. Go through and then pull that through. And the idea with this one had a Jubilee, not a Jubilee clip, what do you call them? Yeah, you'll guess what it is. On this, I'm going to use that again. I'm going to put it on this one as well, on the inside. So bear with me. It'll need tightening because this cable is just a slightly smaller one, but it's still 2.5. 2.5 is socket cable, 1.5 is lighting cable. Just I'll let you know that, in the UK anyway. Someone will correct me, but I don't care. Right, so what we're going to do now, we've got it all through there like that. So it's through the socket, we're going to wire it into here. And what I tend to do is just bend mine over a little bit, so they fit nice and tidy. And I'm going to put him in there and tighten him down. Make sure he's nice and tight. And then we'll do the same with the live and the neutral. So what we do, we just pop them back in there. Live. In that one. And then if we can move that out of the way, you can see. The art is you don't want any loose wires hanging out, no little frays. So if you can get them nice and tight, that's the best. Right, a bit more cable. And then, I think is it that one? Doesn't really matter as long as it goes. It doesn't matter which hole you put it in because they're both connected anyway. Now before I put the case back on, I need to do another hole because I want another cable coming from here into these three to go through to this socket. Okay. So on this outer casing, there's already a pre-pressed hole, and you just press it through. I just used a screwdriver and it pops out. So now we can get the cable from inside, from this one through into this one, and then we can wire them both up, ready to go. So all we're going to do is just gently, just don't go through, just score the outer sheet. Just enough so it's scored, and then as you bend it, you'll see eventually it'll give, okay? And that's all you need to do. Just gently score it, just a fraction. Because you go through, you're going to cut the inner core, and you don't want to do that, all right? See what I mean? It'll go. There you go. There's one more little bit to do here. Just score it. And that way, if you look closely, you'll see that there's no score marks on the actual internal cables. So using a piece of bamboo, I found the hole, gone through, and I'm now going to tape my wire, and then going around the other side, should be able to pull it through. Did I do that? Yeah. Just gently. Hitting something there. Yes. Make sure you leave enough the other side. Perfect. Perfect. Woohoo! So now we're going to mount the double socket on the wall. There we go. And spirit leveled as well. So now I'm going to wire that up. And then once I've wired that, I know then that these wires can't be pulled out either way, because it'll be safe in there. There we go. So that's the internal socket wired up. Quite straightforward. I can't film it because I'm holding it by hand. So your earth is there. It's got a connecting rod to the other side as well. So it doesn't matter which earth you put it in. it'll protect it. Both sockets are earthed, and you've got your live and then your neutral. Someone's bound to criticise, have you got a license? You shouldn't do that, you shouldn't. I can do what the hell I want, really. I don't care, it's in a woodland. What the hell? So that's wired up, and it's wired up correctly. I did do I was an apprentice electrician many years when I was young. So right outside now, done. Next job, then we've got to wire this up. So these cables have got to go into here. We've got plenty of spare now, so that's I'm not worried about that. And then, is that straight? Looks pretty good to me. And then we wire a plug onto the end of this, and I'm going to show you it working. Okay, so here we go. So we've got from the cable going inside, it's actually a spur off, it's called a spur. So we've got neutral to neutral, live to live, which is red. It's the old colour code, but it doesn't matter, it's red and brown. And now live. And then we've got the green going to the earth. So we're going to pull this back now and just fit it. That's it. So then we'll be wiring up the other bit. This is this bit extension lead, and then I'll show you how it's going to work. Just put the cover back on. Just make sure they're all tight. Of course, it's an outdoor waterproof socket. As you can see, it's got a membrane on the outside. Off, on. Right, wire the west up. Wire the west up? We can wire the west up if we want to, but we're going to wire it up and then we'll give it a test. And don't forget, I've actually put it under the for more protection. Okay, not plugged in, but we're going to plug it in. So we're now going to the cabin. Is it with me so it doesn't get caught, hopefully. Go. Beautiful day. Right. If I can do this one-handed. There we go. Okay. Pull it out a bit because I've got to get to the starter. I don't mind starting in here because, well, it's quiet anyway, and it doesn't matter about the fumes. It's holding lawnmowers and whatnot for looking after the ground. Alright, so fuel on, choke on, making sure, yeah. Right, this is where it swings back and pulls my arm out of its socket. Oh, make sure we're on, yep. Starts beautifully. Right, let's go and check the other end. So now make our way back, and you can listen. You can hardly hear it, and that's the idea of it being down there. That's what I wanted to do. Right, the next thing is now to plug this plug. Hopefully nothing goes on fire. Into this plug. And then we put this one on, and that means this should be live. So the ones in here should be live. And you're saying to me, well, how are you going to test it? Good point. I'll pop back down the shed, and just so we have electric chainsaw. Put him in. He's all nice and safe, so just hold it. You can see this. Woohoo! Right, let's turn him off. Brilliant. Try the other socket. He's on. Yeah, of course it's going to work. Right, the other one here will be now the outside socket. Let's go and test that. Now, the outside socket is the reason so I can use it outside. It's as simple as that. So if it's really cold or wet, we've got some sort of power on the outside. But also we have a reindeer. You're going to say so. It's electric reindeer, and in the Christmas time, the whole family comes up and we have a bit of Christmas dinner up here. Anyway, let's see if this works, and then we're done. So this is madness, isn't it? Madness, it says. Right, here we go. There we go. So we have external power. We have internal power, all powered from an extension lead that comes from the generator over there in that cabin. Quiet, you can't hear a thing, so job done. Absolutely over the moon. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and a like, it's fine. You can leave any comments you want, and I'll get back to you on them. Take care, and we'll definitely catch you in the next one. All the best.